solution as well. Now, I think that's it for a little bit of background of it, a little bit of theoretical part of it. What I'm going to show you some of my actual examples here, all right, and how you can actually change things. All right. The first paper I published for the structured literature review was 2018, right? So you can see I published that. So far, we got 62 citations. This is why a structured literature review is really important, because you get citation. That's the impact of your work. Why you get citation? Because in your paper, actually, you put gaps, you put future direction, and other researchers, they will cite your paper, right? So that's the main thing. So this paper published in mid-2018, so far 62 citation. I had one 2020, it has 9 citation already. The paper we work with 2 as well together, we already got 1 citation. The paper is still in press. It's not officially published, but it's still we got 1 citation already. All right. This journal, right? This journal benchmarking is Q2, right? So I just show you some of the history of this journal as well. You can see, you can find it from Scopus as well. So these are the history of this journal. You can find this from, sorry, Samigo, right? You can see the history. Now, these papers are purely systematic literature review. All right. Some of you might ask, but I want to publish in Q1. What should I do? All right. I don't want to publish in Q2. To be honest, in academia or as a researcher, Q1, yes, perfect, well done. But you can see a Q2 paper got 62 citations, right? This is what you want to see. Doesn't matter it's Q1 or doesn't matter Q2, but it has citations. So this is very important for us. Now, let's have a look at it, how we can twist this to have publication in Q1 journal or other journals. All right, I'm going to show you 1, 2 more examples here. So this paper, we published it in Journal of Creative Production. It's one of the top ranked journal. It's Q1 A rank, right? And the H index is 200, right? Okay, what's the difference between this paper and the previous papers? In this paper, we done a systematic review and we had empirical study at the end. So we combine this and it becomes even more interesting, right? So we managed to publish it there. That's one example. Another example, this one also got 51 citations so far. This one, 9 citation, previously was B rank when we published it. So what we done was we add some econobibliometric perspective, some formula into it. So we combine a systematic review with something else as well, right? So you can be creative. You can combine these things together and you can publish in high-ranked journals as well, right? So it's not impossible, it is possible. You just need to be creative, either combining different methods or approach together, combining topics together, become more interesting, right? So again, I just wanted to share with you these, just some examples that it is possible to publish in different journals as well, right? So again, these are just some examples. Now, let's have a look at our own paper, the paper that we published with 2, all right, as an example. I want to show you the example here as well. You need to actually show in the paper that the steps that you take, right? So for example, sometime horizon, like steps we take it from 1994 to 2019. Why? We start from 1994, for example, because the first paper in this focus or in this topic that we are looking into was published that time. All right. So that's why that was a starting point. I can't just jump in to say, oh, we start from 2000. The reviewer will ask you, why did you start from 2000? Right? You need to justify it. And of course, this, because our end date was that time. We started working on around 2020 and we submitted for publication in 2020. Usually what you need to do, you need a complete year. So the last year was 2019, right? So that was the complete year for us, right? Keywords, how we select things, right? So we use, I use ML means machine learning, SC means supply chain, so machine learn, logistics. So the combination. One time I research actually machine learning with supply chain. One time research machine learning with logistics. Machine learning with transportation. And then we thought, okay, let's search a little bit more wider, right? Because we don't want to miss anything. Then we start searching AI with supply chain, right? Logistic and transportation in a separate search. Within the AI, we search for our machine learning focus as well, right? So again, this was very important for us to make sure that we don't miss anything, right? Data collection we mentioned. So again, this is, you can see the databases that we're looking into, right? Scopus, Elsevier, Web of Science, Emerald, Taylor Francis, Wiley, Springer, and JSTOR. These are the places we're looking to, right? And we identify 110 articles. Okay. And yes, we read them. Okay. We read the 110 articles. To be able to identify what we are looking for, right? And of course, at the end, we come out with some research gap, significant finding, and future directions. Now, I put this picture here because we create this picture as well by using NVivo. It's very simple. You can throw all 110 papers into NVivo, and it will create those word clouds for you. What are the main things you find if you create it? And it has exclusions and stuff. You can work with that. Again, these are creative things you can add in to showcase what are those main words or main things that it is in those papers. Again, something to share.